Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today we're going to do another fun painting. So let's get started. We'll start off today with our 2-inch brush and a little bit of yellow and red. And let's come right here and drop in a beautiful, beautiful glow right up here in the sky. Maybe there's some color there, a little more paint, maybe some color right along. This is just a piece of masking tape. It'll keep our horizon line nice and straight. We're doing a beautiful little seascape today. Next, with a nice light blue color, let's just put some of the more blue areas in the sky in up here. We're not looking for too much of this today. So start up here maybe. There, I like it. Just let it float right around. And then very gently let it blend with that color we have down. The more red you put into it, the safer you are when you put the blue right up against it. Don't want it to turn green. Now with a beautiful soft purple color on the filbert brush, let's just create some clouds floating right around in the sky. Don't need too many. There. And I want them reasonably soft. So maybe we want one right here. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Look at all the contrast we're going to get. There. Just be loose and free with these. I want them pretty flat today. But if you'd rather have more fluffy clouds, that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do. I'm just scrubbing them in with the side of the brush. Very, very loose. Pretty easy to put in. A lot of fun. Now, as you can see, I have a basic sketch of the seascape on the canvas, and I did peel off that piece of masking tape. So now I have just a soft blue color, blue with a little bit of red in it and some white. I'm going to cut right along the horizon here, trying not to go into my sky too much. If you do, you can sort of blend it in. It's a similar color, kind of matches the sky, so it'll blend in pretty easy. And also, you can go ahead and block in some of these areas back here, but I want to be careful because there's certain areas that don't get any paint, like the wave. I'm not going to really put much of this color in there yet. You can just throw a little bit in here and there, but not much. For now, kind of leave that area unpainted. All right. And then down here we can do a little bit more. Maybe like this little splashy thing. We'll underpaint that a little better. Next we can block in the eye of the wave here. So I'm just gonna scrub it in. It's a beautiful soft little turquoise color. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue, and some white. All right, I like it. You can grab a little more blue. There, make it a little bit deeper as you come down. And so you just blend those in. Not too much paint here, or it'll get very runny. You can put some white right there in the center to make it really glow. Right there at the top. Nice. And then some dark right here. And you just layer it on like this. Then the exciting part comes when we blend it all together. So I set that brush down and grab the blender. Set it here in the light spot. Blend all the light and then fade down into the dark. Just like that. Now with a little bit of red, blue, and white on the 3/4 inch brush. I'm going to show you how to use this brush here to shape the foam. So what you can do is you can use the side of the brush, and that cuts in right here and gives you a beautiful little effect. Or you can come in like this. I think we'll do this especially on this edge. We're going to set the brush down and just pull it back. And it gives us a sharper look, like the water is rushing down. Pretty nice. And then just release pressure as you come up. That's what gives you that blended edge. Then you can use this to cut in some lines. See that? And then on this side right here, let's do some. Let it splash and there. See that? This brush is really good for this. Look at that beautiful sharp line you get. And then you basically just do this to all the foam areas. Now I'll pull the flat brush right through a little bit of white, yellow, and red. And with this, let's come some more up here and just begin to put in some splash. There we go. See that? Let it spill over. That's nice. Now I want to create a lot of different things. Don't want it to be all the same all the way across. And there's some right up on here and kind of just wiggling the brush. And then down here, but not as much down here. There. Some rolling foam. And over here. Leaving a lot of darks in there, create layers of contrast. With our 3/4 inch brush, let's just begin to highlight this little wave up here. See this? I'm just sort of scrubbing with the edge of the brush. This brush is very soft, so it creates a misty effect. Just using the corner. You wouldn't want to use it straight on because then you get a very sharp, hard edge. But sometimes you do want those hard edges. So when you do, load it up to a chisel edge and then you can drop on all sorts of beautiful sharp things. But you can also use the corner and get a soft effect. Now the filbert brush would also work. This is just a different way to do it. I like showing you different things because if maybe one way is harder for you than the other way. So that way you have options. You can do what works best for you. There. Maybe a little bit right in through there. See, just sort of dab like that. And then back here, this wave, we want some action back there. Now with our 1-inch brush and some brown, touch of yellow, white, maybe some red, let's go ahead and just brush in some sand down here. Now this is a little ripple of water, but we're gonna paint inside that ripple so that what we can do is come over it with a little bit of blue, but leave most of the sand showing, and that will give us a very, very transparent water look. There, this is actually a little bit of water that's rushing forward, so we'll kind of drag into that. You see that creates just that beautiful soft transition. All right, feel free to change up the colors as you go. There's a little more yellow right there just for fun. Then you go back to a little more brown. Now we can go ahead and cut in this line of foam here. Just have a little bit of light color, mostly blue, a little bit of white, a little bit of red. And you just run it right across here. Not too difficult. There. Mostly just a little bit of a line. We're not really trying to create anything too detailed. And you can blend it back, just like this. With our little 3/4 flat brush, let's just add in some beautiful little shadow areas here. Don't want to go overboard. See the lights up here kind of filtering down on this painting. And so the bottom of this foam area would definitely have to be in shadow. There, so now we have 3 colors. We have the original underpainting, we have this blue, and we have the white on top. Pretty simple, but oh, does it really make a nice effect. There. Now let's go ahead and drop in right here a nice little ripple of water. something like that. And just kind of add a lot of details by scrubbing around kind of horizontally. Just brush it like this and allow a lot of the sand to show through, because that sand on the bottom here, underneath this wave, is what causes it to look very, very thin. We can see the ground underneath. There we go. And this is white, a little touch of red in it, a little touch of blue. There. Blue and red make a beautiful purple. And then take a little bit of blue and white, not so much red this time, and you can create like a little shadow in here. This makes it look taller. There. Give it a little lip, just like this. Next, we can just drop in a beautiful rock up here. Let's see, I'm just using a little bit of a nice medium gray color. Not too dark, not too light. Somewhere in between that. Just a perfect little gray color. There. Not a large rock, something about like that. Maybe this comes down just a little more. Okay. We can also add some smaller rocks around these areas down here. You can always throw a quick highlight on them to make them stand out. Now with a nice dark color on this brush, I just want to add in a separating shadow line here. Just cut it right in. You could run it across with a liner brush if you want to. But this brush was in my hand and working well, so why not? There we go. That just really gives it some separation and makes it look very complete and detailed. All right, well, I think we're done. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out my website, my DVDs, and also my brush line. And thanks for watching.